start this video, I want to set the stakes high. If this video reaches 100,000 views, I'll consume this bottle of Mountain Dew Halo game fuel that expired in 2008. For the sake of my health, please stop watching now. And if you want to see the degradation of yet another human being on YouTube, buckle up and leave a like. Let's get this video started. Halo. It's an icon of the first-person shooter genre, with some memorable weapons like the battle rifle and Magnum. Oh wait, you might recognize it more if I show you this way. Anyways, Combat Evolved is receiving another facelift and they made sure to put an old friend front and center. It's an icon of the series, a cherished memory of a whole generation. And while Halo is full of hot takes and controversy, there's something I think most of us can agree on. We want the plasma rifle back. And while I can't help with that situation, I can help you bring one home. Today we're taking a look at every licensed replica of the Halo plasma rifle. And maybe we'll buy something, or maybe even learn something along the way. Welcome to Playcast. If you're like me, you missed the iconic silhouette of the Halo plasma rifle, primarily used by the elites and a lot of fun to use in-game when you take one down. Distinctly alien, not featuring a reload or bullets, but a overheating function and firing plasma. It had many looks over the years, but had two standouts for me personally and for the creators of Halo to this day, the Halo 3 and Reach versions of the plasma rifle. And to see the weapons of Halo evolve over the years was an experience in itself. The replicas took on a life of their own. The first replica was released based off the Halo 3 model, released alongside the game by the now defunct Jasmine Toys. This wasn't just a static replica, but a laser tag blaster, specifically called Halo Laser Pursuit. The creators of it are quoted as saying, "Our Halo Laser Pursuit differs in the way that it's trying to replicate the game instead of just having your basic laser tag game. The target will have a shielding similar to the type in the games. When you are shot, you will show and be shown the damage to your shield. If you can get away, your shield will recharge to full power, just like the Spartans or Elites." It was released alongside a plasma pistol replica, and a little known fact, there was an unreleased energy sword replica. All of these had a little box containing the lost soul of Jeff Steitzer.
Simping activate.
The voice of the multiplayer announcer in-game. When I was younger, I saw this in my local KB Toys, but I was a wee lad and couldn't afford such an extravagant toy. So sadly, I had to walk away, and to this day, it's the biggest case of FOMO I ever experienced. It's the one that got away, because I never saw it again, and soon after, KB closed its doors forever, and my precious plasma rifle disappeared with it. It became a holy grail of mine to have one day, but it's such a rare piece now. Later on, I went on to get the plasma pistol set, which tragically was stolen out of my friend's trunk, or he sold them and didn't tell me. I'll leave it up to interpretation, which was more likely. It's a shame though. I'd love to show you all what it's like, because there's not a lot of high quality footage of it in current day. Here it is in all of its glory. As you can see, most of the fins have broken off with time, but from what I've seen, this has been an issue across the board with this. But the detail here is amazing. It looks ripped straight out of Halo 3, which I believe is the design that they went with when creating it. The paintwork and mold they used is absolutely breathtaking. I can't contain myself any longer. Let's throw some batteries in this thing.
Oh. Batteries. 3C batteries to be precise.
Alternatively, you can also plug it into life support, but you need a really long cord for this to be useful. Switch it on, and it's time to redeem our childhood. Some beautiful lighting here throughout. And when you pull the trigger, you hear that iconic blaster fire that captured the attention of a generation. You can feel it rumble as you hold the trigger until it overheats. You press these back in, and you're good to go. If you see this in the wild, I cannot recommend it enough. It's a faithful and fun recreation of the plasma rifle. Alright, I have to put you down now. There's more to talk about. We wouldn't see our old friend again until 2015 to coincide with the release of the Master Chief Collection, and more specifically, the Halo 2 remaster. The game used a Frankenstein model from Halo Reach, which will be a trend going forward in-game and with the replicas. Looks great in the campaign version, but the multiplayer leaves something to be desired. Alongside this makeover came 2 replicas from Triforce Replicas. For $650, you get a truly beautiful rendition of the weapon. But for that price, I'd be afraid to do anything whatsoever with it. It came with 2 variants, the Brute and Standard versions. These look fantastic, but for that price, all you got was some light up features, not even a stand for display. But I guess it makes up for it a little bit by being so massive. I'd be interested to hear from anyone who's had this for an extended period of time to see how it's held up over the years. So leave a comment below if you're one of the lucky few who snagged one of these. I sure won't be one of them. The Brute one right now on eBay is going for $2,000. No thank you. Soon after, Disguise, which is a Halloween costume company, released their own version. But this wasn't a tried and true replica, but a cheap hollow accessory. I remember holding one of these in a store once and thinking to myself, who is this for? Any children whose hands are small enough to fit in this aren't old enough to remember the original trilogy of Halos. After 4, the plasma rifle was cut from the series completely.
Morons!
Until it was reintroduced in a post-launch update in Halo 5. The Brute plasma rifle made a strange return, not as the Red Menace it once was, but a off-orange imitation. Still nice to see an old friend, but something was still off in the game and in real life with this replica. I couldn't be bothered to pick this one up. I just don't find it very interesting. As far as I can tell, they reused another version of the Reach design for this. And that would be all we would see of the plasma rifle. And now that brings us to current day. And there's a new toy trend that's taking the world by storm, and that's gel blasters. They're blasters that use these little dehydrated balls instead of traditional darts. It's a great middle ground between paintball and Nerf. Gel Blasters and I have teamed up to show you this beauty today. Their very own take on the plasma rifle. So strange to be holding a plasma rifle box in current day when it's not even featured in the game whose art is plastered on the box. But let's ignore that. Let's open this thing up and see what we're working with. Included is 2 types of ammo, some clear blue ones that come pre-hydrated, and some glow-in-the-dark ones as well. You also get a certificate of authenticity. This actually comes with a stand for display, which is a nice touch as well. But let's get what we came for, the blaster itself. The detail here is absolutely fantastic. The purple is a beautiful clear plastic with the gridded pattern being engraved in the plastic itself. I reached out to Gel Blasters about making this video and asked if they could provide me with some kind of insight on how this thing was designed. And all they had to say was, I don't have too much I can share with you on the design standpoint. It was a pretty straightforward process, working our hardest to mimic the real in-game Halo plasma blaster.
I want more.
I'm gonna go out on a limb saying this, but I'm assuming they were handed a file of the Reach style plasma rifle and had to tweak it a bit just to make it 100% functional. It certainly feels good in hand. Very high quality plastic here and weighty too. What I appreciate about this blaster in particular is compared to Nerf, which has to sacrifice design wise to accommodate functionality with their Needler as an example, this blaster has made absolutely 0 compromises and looks like a true replica of the plasma rifle. And the fact that it functions is just an added bonus. The fins are on a hinge, which is smart because I'd be afraid of these breaking if they were just stationary. This switch on the bottom here powers it up so you can fire. But there's more to it as well. There's a light up feature. These look absolutely fantastic. Overall, just basing this on looks and feel alone, it's an amazing high quality replica. But we still need to shoot this thing. You can reload your orbs here in the little hidden compartment and you're ready to go. But we need a target. But wait, there's glow-in-the-dark ammo. Kill the lights. Okay, he's had enough. Moving on. The blaster is a lot of fun to use. To get the best experience, I definitely suggest using the glow-in-the-dark ones at night. It really gives off that look of plasma. If I had one critique, I just wish it had a sound gimmick. So I give this thing a 9 out of 10. It's a high quality, solid package, and if you wanted to pick up your very own today, I have good news for you. It's still available and on sale for $120, and there's a link below directly to the Gel Blaster site. You can use code SHIN10 to save 10% today. For that price, it is definitely the best replica out there currently. Thank you so much to Gel Blasters for working with the channel, and thank you for sticking around until the end of this video. Which was your favorite of the replicas that I took a look at today? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on Halo as a franchise, subscribe, because coming soon, I'll have a podcast coming where me and my brother talk in depth about Halo, where it went wrong and why it's so special to us and a whole generation. Now there's just one thing I have to do before I go. I have to dual wield.
Yes!
New Mountain Dew Game Fuel. Cranked up for Halo 3. Chug it and have no mercy.